safe streets, vibrant neighborhoods, successful business and commerce. These are things that make a healthy community. We are a diverse community, rural, suburban, urban, a multitude of languages and ethnicities, ages and experiences. We are a collaborative community. Public-private partnerships make us a model community that others want to follow. It is what makes us unique. It is what makes us strong. The employees of Kent County reflect our diversity and seek to serve our communities.
People in this county, in this area, we wrap our arms around each other. We come together to collaborate, to solve problems. We're all working for the good of the whole. And I think that's wonderful. And you can see it. You can see it as you drive around Kent County.
Our impact starts the day a baby is born and a birth certificate is issued, to protecting children from deadly diseases through vaccination, to the public safety and justice provided by law enforcement and the courts, to offering veterans services and caring for the elderly. Every day we work to keep our communities robust.
I think if you are somebody who's interested in serving your community, in building a strong knowledge base and a good group of people to work with, then the county is one of your best employment opportunities out there. It's been completely rewarding in every way I could possibly explain for 26 years, and I feel like I grow every single day still today.
Leading these dedicated employees, our 19-member Board of Commissioners and our County Administrator Controller, along with our elected officials and appointed department directors, placing emphasis on civic involvement, quality housing, vibrant neighborhoods, and strong, solid infrastructure to allow businesses to thrive. Professional, dedicated, collaborative, and innovative.
Behind the scenes, collaboration between foundations, charitable organizations, nonprofits, for-profit businesses, public sector demonstrated through the county, the city of Grand Rapids, the townships, all the cities and the villages in our area. If we don't come together, then we will not have the strength that we have today, and I only hope to build upon that.
Our aim is to make our communities the best they can be. We are involved in exciting development projects, sustainable recycling programs, and creative progressive prevention programming. We partner with elected officials, impacting policy ideas that become great achievements. We seek opportunities to reach out into the community and offer our services to help our residents make Kent County thrive.
Our relationship is solid, both from a staff standpoint at the county level as well as the Board of Commissioners, and they understand what we do and the benefits that we can do for the community, and vice versa. We couldn't do what we do without the help of Kent County.
While most of us are busy running our lives, Kent County's elected officials, administrator controller, and over 1,600 employees are serving the communities where we live our lives, so we can all have a place we are proud to call home. Kent County, its life well run.
Hi, good morning. Today is Tuesday, July 12th, 8:35 a.m. Sorry for the little delay here this morning. We'll go ahead and call this meeting of the Legislative and Human Resources Committee to order. The first thing I would like to do, however, is ask for a moment of silence to honor the victims of all the recent violent events we've seen in our country, both far and unfortunately near. Okay, thank you. First up on our agenda is public comment. Do we have any public comment this morning? Okay, seeing none, we'll move on to item number 2, approval of the minutes of our June 28 meeting. Do we have a motion?
I'll move it.
We have a motion by Commissioner Vaughn. We have a support by Commissioner Korndike. Questions or comments on the motion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next up, item number 3 on the agenda from the Board of Commissioners, magistrate appointment.
This is a request to recommend to the Board of Commissioners to appoint Hillary Arthur as magistrate for the 63rd District Court. State statute reads that the County Board of Commissioners shall provide for at least one magistrate when recommended by the judges of the district. Additional magistrates may be provided by the board upon recommendation by the judges of the district, and the appointments shall be subject to approval by the County Board of Commissioners before a person assumes the duties of the office of magistrate. The 63rd District Court currently uses 3 magistrates. Varys Clavens, retired on June 16, 2016. The District Court desires for Hillary Arthur, Chief Deputy Court Clerk, to assume those duties as magistrate. The judiciary of the 63rd District Court requests and recommends to the Board of Commissioners the appointment of Hillary Arthur as a magistrate, replacing Varys Clavens.
So moved. Is there a motion? We have a motion by Commissioner Bonk. Is there support? Support by Commissioner Hennessy. Questions or comments? Yes, Commissioner Andrew.
Thank you, Chair. How long is this appointment good for? Is it timed or?
Until well or after we're all gone. No. It's considered to be a permanent appointment. We find that having an attorney magistrate helps us greatly, and Ms. Arthur is an attorney. We had 77 applications for the position, and did a thorough investigation with the help of our Human Resource Department, and Darius Quinn and his group did a wonderful job. I just want to tell you how great they are, because they've helped us tremendously. So it's considered to be a permanent position with no deadline.
I know I was at the town hall meeting for circuit court judges last night. I think circuit court judges get asked to leave, I guess, at age 70. Is there similar stipulations for our magistrates?
You know, that's a good question, and honestly, I don't know that answer. I'm guessing it would be, but I don't know.
I wasn't sure what the...
Right, and that circuit court is the same with district. I mean, when we hit 70, it's not when you turn 70 you leave, it's if your term, you can't be elected for the next term after you turn. So you could literally be there till you're 75 if you time it right, you know, with your election cycle. But no, it's a good question, Commissioner Antor, and honestly, I'll be honest, I do not know the answer. I'm guessing it would be, but I guess we could ask Ms. Arthur if she wants to work till she's 70, because she could tell you. If she's,
I didn't know how old she was because there was no date of birth on here, so I was just curious.
Yeah, so we probably never asked that age. Yeah, age question, but right. I was born in '57. If anyone cares. Okay.
Thank you, Judge Polinsky.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Schroll.
Commissioner Mance.
Well, I was just going to, you know, we've heard, or I think I've read something about the 63rd District being the one with the least amount of openings or the longest waiting list or so. So this should help your waiting list of, I don't know if you call it a waiting list, but your backlog of cases.
Well, as you know, with the Judicial Resource Committee, we've been to your commission before for help at the judicial level, and you know, accepted the decision of the Judicial Resource Commission not to go forward with that at this time. I think sometime in the future, we're going to be back in front of you for other requests. Right now, we're looking at trying to get some probation officers, and I know that's not on the agenda today. Yes, it's going to help. Definitely it's going to help, and having an attorney magistrate that Ms. Arthur would be gives her more authority to do work than a magistrate that's not an attorney. I think of a magistrate as a judge's helper, and it really does help. I got a call on the way down here because our docket starts right away, and they want to know how fast from 8:30 I'll be here. So it's things like that than magistrate. I'm saying have the magistrate help, but yes, it will help. The numbers don't change so much in terms of what they do, but in terms of what you're talking about with backlog, it will get through cases seen quicker, and that's really when we're trying to serve the public what we try to focus on.
Any other questions? Commissioner Steck.
Thank you, Chair. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, Commissioner Steck.
It's the other way around usually when I'm in your courtroom.
Yeah, right. I know it. It's fun to see you like this.
Well, thank you so much for explaining a little bit the process. But you said that there were 77 applications for this position?
The position originally started as Deputy Court Administrator. Deputy Court Administrator. And when the Magistrate Clavens left and we had a Head Supervisor Court Clerk position retire, it gave us an opportunity to do something we have not been able to do before but wanted to, and that is add a Deputy Court Administrator. And that's the role that Ms. Arthur will be taking, that in that very role incorporates the work of a magistrate. And it's kind of like a 2-for-1 in a way, because part of her work will be the magistrate work. I'm not certain percentage-wise how much it will be, because it's a flexible scenario depending on when it's needed. But for that position, which incorporated this, we had 77, over 70, I don't know if it was 77 exactly, but 70-ish applicants. Not all of whom were attorneys, probably 35 to 40 of those 70, over half were attorneys. And we had a good group, and like I said, that's a lot of people to sift through, and that's why I want to commend the HR, because they helped us tremendously. And they sat through all the interviews, 10 at first, and then whittling it down. You know, they sat through, 2 HR representatives sat through all the interviews, which helps us hugely, hugely.
This, if I can follow up, is there a administrative order setting forth the spectrum of responsibilities? Because this is sort of a, I mean, this is essentially a quasi-judicial position that they're filling. So the spectrum of responsibilities that she's asked to serve, to the extent that she's sitting.
Yes, just like the magistrates in any other court that you'd see, they follow the same protocol.
But they're not required to have administrative order. I just didn't know whether we have an order that spectrum sets or limits the.
Well, I mean, it's the statewide magisterial rules that are followed. I mean, it's by statute, and we follow that exactly. I don't think there's a separate administrative rule that we have, but when she's taking, it's kind of like wearing different hats at different times, and when she sits in the role as the magistrate, then those rules apply, of course.
Maybe I misunderstood. I was thinking that the magistrates basically serve at the judges. You
right.
appoint, you nominate, and then you're responsible
right.
for the supervision of.
No, I think you're right on that. Maybe I misunderstood the question.
Okay. And then I was looking at, is the full spectrum of what the statute allows a magistrate to do what's intended for this magistrate?
Yes. Yes, that's, I would say yes.
Okay, any other questions? All right, seeing none, we'll call this to a vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Commissioner Schroll, thank you for your leadership and thank you for your help this morning with this. Thank you, everybody.
Absolutely.
Appreciate seeing you.
Thank
Don't
you
get
for
down
being
here
here.
very often, but we appreciate all the work that you do. And that's not just because I'm coming back asking for some probation officers in another few months, but thank you very much.
Thank you, Judge. Okay, item number 4 on the agenda this morning, also from the Board of Commissioners, dissolution of the Gerald R. Ford International Airport Board.
This is a request to recommend to the board to dissolve the.
We have a motion by Commissioner Mass. Do we have a support?
I think we can move through it.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and read it and then we'll
Sorry.
we're all on this one.
This is a request to recommend to the board to dissolve the Gerald R. Ford International Airport Board effective July 28, 2016. On June 13, 1956, the county established a board of control to oversee the Kent County Airport, and on November 3, 2011, renamed it as the Gerald R. Ford International Airport Board. On August 27, 2015, the Board of Commissioners adopted Articles of Incorporation for the Gerald R. Ford International Airport Authority, and the authority was officially established by the state of Michigan on September 2, 2015. On September 24th, the Board of Commissioners appointed a number of commissioners, including Morgan, Vandermolen, and Vonk, citizen members, Birgit Close, Floyd Wilson Jr., Steve Heacock, and David Slickers to the Gerald R. Ford International Airport Authority Board. On December 17th, 2015, the Board of Commissioners approved a lease and transfer agreement, an assignment and assumption agreement, and an intergovernmental services agreement for inclusion in the authority's Federal Aviation Administration application to transfer the airport's operating certificate from the county to the authority, with the agreements taking effect upon the FAA's approval of the transfer. On July 1st, 2016, the FAA approved the transfer and delivered the airport's operating certificate to the airport authority, and oversight of the airport is now the responsibility of the authority board.
Okay, now we'll take a motion.
Okay, so moved.
Commissioner Mass, do you have a support? Support by Commissioner Korndike. Questions or comments on the motion? Commissioner Vonk.
Just one thing, as an airport, as we transfer this over, Gildar Ford is ranked #1 for its size in North America. It's a well-run operation. We're not handing over something that has problems or anything like that, and so the new board, as under the authority, will act in the same manner and keep it #1 for its size in North America. That'll be our standard. So,
thank you, Commissioner, and thank you for your service on both boards. Commissioner Korndike.
I would just like to thank everybody involved in this process, the transition committee, which included myself and Commissioner Schroll and Commissioner Morgan and a bunch of other folks, Daryl, that did a very good job, and Tom as well, making this happen, transitioning our airport now to an authority. And remind people too that there will be an event tomorrow night, 5:30 to 7:30 at the downtown market. Everyone's invited, so hope to see everybody there.
Great, thank you. Other questions or comments? Commissioner Mills.
When I mentioned this to our Wyoming-Kentwood Chamber Legislative Forum, one of the questions I got was, well, what does this mean for either an enlarged board or more board members? And I don't know that I was able to answer that correctly. Did we have extra board members allowed within the legislation, within the authority?
I think it was up to 9.
Up to 9, yeah.
That's what I thought too. But we don't intend to move to 9 soon, or that's just kind of open? Okay.
Not that I know of, no.
And who would initiate that? This board would initiate that if they wanted to?
I would imagine that's how it would work, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I thought that was based on our growth. As it grows, we have the ability to add as we expand.
Right.
Okay, I said it right.
Okay. Any other questions or comments on the motion? All right, well, in some ways, this is kind of the end of an era, but the beginning of a new one. So again, echoing Commissioner Korndike's comments, appreciate everybody's work on this transition. I was at the July 1st event at the airport along with Commissioner Korndike and several of you as well, and got to actually see the certificate, which was a really exciting testament to all the work that went into this. So with that being said, we'll call this to a vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. All right, next up, Commissioner Miscellaneous. Any Commissioner Miscellaneous this morning? Commissioner Korndike.
I guess I'll just add to my comments that I said before is the employees out at the airport have been great in this, and I think they're embracing this change and looking forward to the opportunities into the future. So that's the biggest question I get when I talk to different people in the community. How are the employees reacting? Are they going to be okay with this? And from the employees I've talked to, I think they're very happy with this opportunity to have more opportunities in the future at the airport than they might have had being run by the county. So taking the shackles off of them and allowing them an opportunity to do their own thing and not being held down by county government. So, thank you.
Thanks. Other Commissioner Miscellaneous this morning? I have a couple quick housekeeping things. We have an administrative office communication survey that some of us have not filled out yet. So if you have not, it's in your box with a Post-it note. So please take just a few minutes to fill that out and then turn it in to Pam or Marie this morning before you leave. And then also it's getting to be that time of year where we will begin the process again of making all the appointments to the various boards and commissions. We'll start accepting applications for all of those positions starting on August 15. So really it's just a few weeks away. So we'll be putting together our committees and looking at what those appointments will look like in the next coming weeks in preparation for that. So if there's no other Commissioner Miscellaneous this morning, we will go ahead and call this meeting adjourned. Thank you.
I am Kent County. I am Kent County.
I am Kent County.
We are 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 Kent County.
Beya, Kent County. Ami, Kent County.
Somos, Kent County.
Mas Ira, Kent County.
We are Kent County.
We are Kent County.
We are Kent County. Oh yeah.